I'm gonna go, oh, River Rapids in the way, okay. Tree in the way. Man. I'm just gonna go straight across the River Rapids and then go down. And this should work. Yeah, that should be about right. Okay, so that gives me an idea of where that is. Okay. Maybe this will go through. Where are we at? Are we hitting it? Oh, we're completely off. Okay. So I'm gonna make this a little bit less of a turn and then do a, oh, gotta take out that tree. Okay. So how about we go like this? Yeah. And then down one more here. Now we're hitting like the other edge. Man, this is just crazy. Okay, can I go through now? Okay, I went through now. So what I had in mind was I would do another inline twist like that, going through. And then what I want to do now is a loop. Oh, but this is going to be really hard. How am I going to do this? Okay, hold on. First of all, let's do the inline twist as soon as possible, so we have as much space to work with as we can. And then go down. If only it was a little bit to the other side. See, and now, well, here's what I'm going to do. Before I get too crazy, I'm just going to see if it's even possible. I'm just going to figure out how I'm going to do my vertical loop and figure all that stuff out. Okay, so actually, alright, I don't think it's gonna happen, so I'm just gonna make a loop that's not gonna, that's about as good as I can expect probably to do. I wanted to have overlapping tracks and all that good stuff, but probably won't get it. I'm actually worried that this is gonna be too intense of a ride. Okay, vertical loop. And then I gotta work my way back this way. Oop. Okay. So I gotta connect up over here. So I gotta go up. One more. And then, did I do an on-ride photo? Nope, I didn't. Okay, so we'll do a smaller turn and then connect up. There we go. Good to go. Test it again. I'm actually kind of worried that it's not going to make it through this vertical loop right here. It might run out of gas by the time it gets there. We'll just have to wait and see. And then the other side of it is, it does make the vertical loop, but it's going so fast that it ends up being it ends up being too intense when it does that vertical loop. So far so good. Do your inline twist, and then here we go. Oh yeah, it makes it. Okay. So one 8-car train did it. So here's what I'm going to do. Powered launch mode would be really nice because it goes really fast out of the station and you don't have to wait for that chain hill, but you're much better off doing, yeah, 3 8-car trains. Yeah, we're going to go with the 3 8-car trains. And then I'm going to go ahead and make it $2 for the admission. And I don't really like this brown. Let's do like a green. No, let's do white. And then like a aquamarine type dealy. Light blue with dark blue. Or with white. Yeah, that looks better. And then 30-second. I guess doesn't really matter that much. 3 seconds, not that big a deal. And then it needs a pretty long path. So, oops, I can't. There we go. I couldn't get the thing, so actually I'm just gonna lower this all like so, and that way I can go underground a couple sections like that and get rid of that stupid underground view. Oops. And then I'll do this path right here. That's fine, I guess. Oh no, why is there broken benches? What's up with that? Why was someone so angry to break my bench right there? I don't like that. That's stupid. Throw some trash cans down and a handyman. Apparently, people just were angry about something because they broke my bench. Maybe it was too messy for like 10 seconds or something, and they just had to break a bench. Yeah, I don't understand this. There's certain elements of this game that are very confusing to me. Okay, I kind of expected a pretty high intensity nausea rating, as pretty much everyone that gets off of this thing is gonna throw up, and that sucks. You can't really do anything about it, and I'm definitely not rebuilding this coaster. Uh, but you can put a bathroom there, and that's what I'll do. Make it a little nicer for people that can't handle the nausea rating. So, but I'm glad that I got the vertical loop, and I kind of, combined it with this other coaster a little bit. It's actually not as long of a ride as I thought it was going to be. It ended up being relatively short and not really having much except for a couple inline twists. You can do some really cool stuff with this type of coaster. There's like the half loop and corkscrew and everything, and it's pretty sweet. But some of that stuff is pretty hard to do. So, and as you can see, it took me like 3 months just to narrate my construction of it. So, but yeah, that's gonna be pretty good, and it'll probably hold me over. I only need 900 guests, and I don't think I'll lose that many in that amount of time. So, I think this will pretty much be my park. But I'll check in with you guys in October just if I do change anything. And yep. Alright, hey everybody, it's October year 3. We've got less than a month to go. And so I'm just going to quickly go over what I did and in what order for this park in order to complete the scenario. Just before I do that actually though, if you are having trouble beating this scenario, you're getting to the end and you don't have your 900 guests, one thing you can do to increase your guest count at the end is do advertising campaign. If you do an advertising campaign, you go in here through the finance tab, and all the way on the last tab is marketing, and you can just do all of these like with 2 or 3 months to go in the park. If you advertise the park, all the rides that you can do advertisements for and everything, that will probably get you a good 200 or 300 guests easily near the end of the park. So that's a good way to do it. I prefer to just get as many guests as I could without doing any advertising. I think I did do one at the very early start of the park when I built this white coaster just to get some people in here at the start. But yeah, you can get a ton of guests in this park because they give you a humongous pathing system. And that's one of the challenges that they give you at this park. At the very start, you're going to have to build multiple food courts because people won't be able to find your one single food court over here. I ended up building another one over here and another one over here. Another thing that's difficult with a big pathing system is you have to hire a lot of handymen and mechanics because the mechanics, if you hire like one over here and a ride breaks down over here, it's going to take him a very long time to walk all the way over there and fix it, especially if he's trying to maintain lots of different rides. So I would hire, I think I have 10 or 11 mechanics, 17 handymen. That'll be very helpful to just keep up with all the paths and everything in your park. I also have a little assortment. I have 4 handymen that aren't assigned pathing and the rest are. And then all the mechanics are not assigned pathing because I find they do a lot better if you just kind of let them go where they need to. Um, so, uh, the first thing that I really did was I deleted the water slide in the front and the boat hire that they give you right here. I just don't like those rides, so I deleted them. I left these log flumes and the one river rapids here that goes underground. Those two are fine. But once you delete those two front the rides in the front of your park, you're gonna want to build up some rides in the front to replace them. So I built this merry-go-round and Ferris wheel and the food court. That was like the very first thing I did. And then another thing is they don't give you this path to start with. I built that. The path originally goes like right here. It cuts off. This exit goes back up that way. And then you have a path that leads over here to the exit of the boat hire. But like there's just this really necessary path here. I would just definitely do that. Build a path that goes across the water right here because that'll make a big circle, and that way people that want to get to this area of the park don't have to walk this whole distance. They can just cut the path right here, and also people won't get lost when they do get over here because otherwise with the path cut off here they get up and over here and they get lost, can't find the park exit. And so that's just one way to do it. Build lots of benches. People get tired in your park, they'll want to sit down. Lots of benches, lots of garbage cans. Um, just litter your paths with them. Like pretty much every single section of path should either be a bench or a trash can for this park. And yeah, you're gonna have like over 1,000 guests if you build something like I did. So you just have to build lots of bathrooms, lots of benches. I can't reinforce that anymore. So to go on with what I did next, I built this golden coaster. It got like a 6.8 like a 6.81 rating or something like that. So it's it's done very well for me. This thing has made me $7,500 over the 3 years. This other coaster that I built really early on, it's made me almost $8,900 in the 3 years. So those did very well for me. I built this scrambled eggs, and then um, I built some other rides along this path that I built over the water here, just to encourage people to use that path. I built a swinging ship. I built the boat hire with the swan paddle boats. I built this chairlift. The chairlift goes right here-ish. Yeah. Wait, where is it? It's somewhere over here. Yeah, right here is the one, and it's just like a shuttle. It shuttles people over to here and back. So, looks like I beat the objective. Okay. Real quickly, what else did I do? I built this rodent mouse and the black steel corkscrew roller coaster. And then about the same time I was also building all these general rides to kind of fill in, just kind of as you get them, like as you research them, just build them. Find a place that doesn't have a general ride next to like a roller coaster or something like that and just build it. I feel like the terrain is really hard to work with in this corner of the park, but I probably could have added some general rides just to fill in over here. That would have been helpful. But I didn't do that, and I seem to do okay anyway. So up here I built this inverted coaster, and it got really high ratings. 706 is excitement, and I guess that's okay. But it kind of is unfortunate I got really high intensity and nausea ratings. It still seems to be getting quite a few people on it. In just like a year's time, I made $2,500 on that ride, so that's pretty good. And then yeah, I just kept building and building and building and hiring more handymen and mechanics and lowering the price of my rides. It's the best thing that you can do with a huge park like this, is just keep up with it. So anyway, that's the end of my tutorial. I hope that this was helpful for those of you using it as a guide. I hope it was entertaining for those of you just watching. Thank you for watching my tutorial. I'll be posting more tutorials in the future. And please rate, subscribe, and thank you for watching.